Yeah, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
Hang on, Tom. Look what I've got!
Nice.
For anyone that can't see our video, because you're listening to this, not watching us on the YouTubes, I've got a little Christmas hat on. Well, what would you call this? Like a little Christmas hairband. It's got a little Santa Claus hat on it, but it's fashioned out of a spring with a pom-pom. And I'm trying to place it on my headphones, but I feel like it's going to ping off and, I don't know, poke me in
We'll
the
see
face.
how long it lasts.
Shall we? Shall we see how long it lasts? It doesn't actually fit in the frame of the video, so apologies for anyone who finds that
Christmas.
really annoying. It is Christmas!
So I have to obviously wear this.
Oh, he's got a Christmas jumper on.
The Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster with a Christmas hat on.
And it's soft and
Is
fluffy.
It furry? Oh.
It's fluffy. How great is that?
Oh, how sweet. Look at us feeling all festive and stuff.
Gosh. So Christmassy. Dangerously Christmassy.
I'm wondering, would you ever listen to a podcast episode that's Christmas themed after Christmas?
Possibly.
I think I would, just, to like extend the Christmas vibes. So I do that with my birthday. Well, I don't listen to like birthday themed episodes.
You listen to other people celebrating their birthdays on podcasts. That's good.
But, I just think with birthdays and Christmas, the more excuses you have to extend the festivities and the fun, the better. So if you're listening to this after Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Hope you had a great Christmas.
Long may it last. And if you're listening to this before Christmas or on Christmas, a very Merry Christmas to you as well. Hello, gang. Welcome.
Hello, gang.
Or hello,
Tune
kids.
Squad is what they're called.
Kids as well, but you know.
Disagree.
How are you, Tom?
But...
Oh, we have a but and how are you?
I'm fine, Anya. How are you? There we go. We've lost the headphones. Lost the Santa hat.
Okay, the Santa hat can stay off. Otherwise, it'll be very annoying.
Didn't last very long.
Well, it's here in spirit in the corner. I am well, thank you, Tom. Getting into the festive mood. I've eaten approximately half a tin of Quality Streets today and a mince pie, and my mum brought home the Christmas food shop. Isn't that a thing? Like,
I ate
the food shop before
half
Christmas.
a tin of Quality Streets. I ate a mince pie. I ate my mum brought me this. It was such a weird run-on sentence. I didn't know where it was going to stop.
My thought process was my mum did the Christmas food shop today and bought Schlur, which is like a massive Christmas asset on our dining table around Christmas. And then I was going to go along with my other thoughts, but my brain kind of got ahead of itself and it all just came out very wrong.
And now you're eating your mum.
Not
hate when that happens.
Is it the same?
She has her time. I'll eat her one day.
After Christmas. There's too much good food around Christmas. But is it the same in your family how the Christmas food, like the shop before Christmas is like the best shop of the year?
It's the best and the worst because it's great food, amazing food, but it's food that you can't touch for the next 2 to 3 days.
Yes, what's that about?
So I'm sitting there going, I could have one. No, Tom, no. We're eating nothing but breadcrumbs now until Christmas Day.
And then you're going to have far too much for far too long afterwards.
Exactly. You'll have leftovers for the next month.
Yeah. What's the...
It's okay because I've starved for the past 3 days. It's fine.
Detox before your purge.
It's all healthy.
What's the one thing that you're like, you've got your eye on that if your mum looked the other way, you would have your mitts on within a flash?
I'd have my mitts on. Pigs and blankets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a staple.
Can't go wrong with pigs and blankets.
And for those that are listening that aren't from the UK or just don't know what pigs and blankets are, because I've met a few people that aren't from the UK and I've said a pig and blanket. In fact, I once wrote a script.
I think if you said a pig and blanket would be odd.
No, but I once wrote a Christmas script all about Christmas and it was something about how pigs and blankets are the best. And I remember she came up to me, she was from New Zealand, she might be listening to this, and she said, Anya, I don't think we can go ahead with this script. That's how New
Oh.
Zealanders. That's like a really bad
No.
accent.
No, it's not.
And I was like, why? She was like, it doesn't make sense. What are pigs and blankets? And I was like, oh my god, you've got a lot to learn. Essentially, they are mini sausages wrapped in bacon, and they are just heavenly. If you've never had one
Great.
before,
They're amazing.
I would recommend.
You can have them in...
Sorry.
How unprofessional.
It's off now. Continue.
You can have pigs and blankets any time of the year. Like, you can make them. They're not
Yeah.
tricky to make. And I think they're still sold during the year.
Yeah.
I just never go, ooh, I could have a pig. I could get some pigs and blankets. Now that you said pig and blanket for a singular, it sounds weird to say I can have a plural of a singular.
I can have
Do you know what I
pigs
mean?
and blankets.
Yeah, I could have a pig in a blanket.
Yeah.
You'd think instantly of the animal, but pigs and blankets, you instantly think of the food.
This is all getting far too complex. This Christmas grammar for me. I'm not going to think into it though.
It just sounds odd to say, I'll have a pig and blanket.
It just all sounds a bit odd. I don't know who came up with that name for it, but it's genius and I love them and I'm very excited to eat them all.
Well, if you think about it, it's gross that pigs' blankets are pigs.
Oh my god, yeah! I never really thought about it like that. That's like...
That's why you listen to Alex and Table for your dog.
Humans in blankets would be like humans, but skin...
With some human skin on front.
Ugh. Oh my god, okay, this is turning into...
I know, this kind of ruining it for me.
Christmas vibe. I think we should move on to our
Yes.
I'm an adult butts for this week, Tom. Do you want to start?
Anya,
or do I want to start?
you want to start because I started it last week. You remember?
Yes, you did, yeah. Okay, so my I'm an adult but I've been a bit on the fence. You know, me and my fence best.
Pick
pal.
a side.
About whether to tell you guys this, but I just thought, you know, we've been friends for far too long now, and you should probably know that I'm an adult, but I still get a stocking, and I'm not mad about that. But I've heard mixed opinions from people my age about the fact that I still get a stocking. Some of them think, that's amazing, I'm so jealous, wish I still got a stocking. Some of them think, yeah, I still get a stocking, that's absolutely normal. And there's the other group of people that are like, what the heck, you're far too old for this, grow up, I can't believe your parents are still spending money on a stocking, why are you such a child? And I want to know what your opinion was.
What do you mean by a stocking?
So we have literal like stocking shaped stockings that are about
I
way
understood
high.
that part. I understood that, but what part's the embarrassing part?
That we still get a stocking. So ever since I was little, I've had a stocking, and it used to be put on the end of my bed, and we'd wake up and think, oh my god, Santa's been in my room, he's left me a stocking. Now as we're older, my mum just puts it on the fireplace and we come down in the morning and it's filled up. That's it.
Because you'll still probably be awake when she's trying to fill the stocking.
She can't sneak into my room because I actually go to bed later than her. She's asleep right now, actually. There you go. She goes to bed at like 9 a.m. She goes to bed at like
9 a.m.
9 p.m. So yeah, she can't put them on the end of the bed anymore, but she does still put them downstairs. But her argument is that she likes doing them and I like receiving them. So what's the problem?
It's a win-win.
You know, like, yeah, more presents. I'm not going to say no. Like, who would say no? So, yeah. What do you think?
No, I've no issue with that. My sister gets a stocking still, but it's slightly different, her stocking.
What?
So she gets a stock. She does a fancy stocking with like sequins and fake fur and everything. It looks really nice. And my mum fills it with chocolates because she's got a nut allergy, so she can't have most chocolates. So my mum forages some like fun nut-free chocolates that she can have.
That's cute.
And then she puts them all in this stocking. And she goes, here's your chocolate stocking, and it's just filled with sweets.
That's nice.
But I'm allowed any chocolate, so
You
I
don't
can just
get
share the
special
quality. I just have
stocking.
this quality treat to that. Is what I have.
The what?
My brain and my mouth didn't want to communicate, so we had cry. is what I said.
I
And in a
I
way,
understood.
it's better that way. I'm gonna stand with that answer.
Okay, great. I've got
Yeah.
one question. Not about the
Shoot.
koala, Raz.
No, not about a koala.
No,
Not about a koala. Not
absolutely
about a
not.
Kamala.
I want to
Okay.
know why you don't badger your mum for a stocking. Like, could you not get something else in your stocking? Like, do you not want that?
I don't need it. I have other presents.
Oh, okay.
Like, this
fine.
is just part of this. Is like, this isn't my sister's only present. She gets some other presents, but this is also just included.
It's
So
just
let's
a
say-
tradition sort of thing.
Yeah, let's
in
say we
family
get
now.
5 presents each. One of my sister's presents is this stocking full of chocolate.
Okay, that makes sense.
And
got you.
I have enough chocolate during the year.
Yeah.
So if my mum said, "Here's a bag of chocolate," I'm like, obviously I'll be thankful because I love chocolate, but it's nothing different to if I went to the shop and bought my own chocolate.
I got you. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yes.
Well.
What's your I'm an adult but
Do you wanna
this
hear
week,
my-
Tom?
Okay, so today, I have to buy. I don't have to buy. So the girlfriend's mum always says, "Don't get me anything for Christmas. And if you get me something, just give me like shortbread or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just get me shortbread or something." Is world's hardest thing to just get me a pack of biscuits, because you don't want to get them this 70 pence pack of biscuits
No.
because it's Christmas and you want to get them something special. So I'm there going, what? Where do I go to buy fancy shortbread? Do you know? You're gonna say bake your own? 'Cause I'm not
No.
baking my own. I'm not good at DIY and cooking.
Not sponsored, but M&S. They do really
See.
fancy boxes of shortbread.
I went to M&S
Yeah.
and I got myself some Percy Pigs.
Great. Good job.
Delicious.
Yeah.
But the boxes weren't fancy.
Ah.
They were just like the little cardboard boxes.
Ah.
Let's say shortbread. And
Gotcha.
I went, I can get them. It's like £1 something, £2. I was like, it's not really a present that you wouldn't necessarily go out and buy yourself.
Mm.
So go onto Google. Where do I get best shortbreads from? Fortnum and Mason's.
Bougie.
Where the Queen shops.
Very bougie.
It's where the Queen shops.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's where she gets her food from. I don't think she personally handpicks and goes, "Oh, this looks nice."
Yeah.
Anyway.
She might dabble in some food picking, grocery
I
shopping.
walk up to it, and it's this fancy place, so they've got people outside, like ushers outside, who hold open the door for you.
Cute.
And someone before me, they go, "Oh, would you like to come in?" And they open the door. And I'm walking towards them. They're not opening the door for me. I don't know if they think I'm coming in. I'll get the door myself.
Oh,
And then they-
no.
And then they did do the door, but like they saw me, this guy in a Cookie Monster jumper, ripped jeans and some trainers, and thought, "There's no way." Eating a bag of Percy Pigs. There's no way this kid is going to go to Fortnum and Mason's. So then I walk to Fortnum and Mason's. I do stand out, obviously, for very obvious reasons. Same reasons I stand out in most places. And you've got to wear your mask. So my glasses are fogged up. Can't see anything. And someone goes, "Oh, can I help you, son?" I go, I take off my glasses because I can't see anything. I don't know who's talking to me. I say, "Can I get some shortbreads?" And she goes, Yes, we have shortbreads." I go, "Okay." And she takes me to shortbreads. There's like nine different types of shortbreads. Didn't know there were so many types of shortbreads. And she goes, "Oh, this one's really nice. It tastes like chamomile. Really great shortbread." And I looked and I said, "I'll just have the normal,
That's
regular."
Awkward. That's awkward.
the regular." And she said, "Okay." And she took me to the counter and we paid and I left. And I went, I don't think I'm going to be welcome back there anytime soon
Probably
because I
not.
don't fit in.
Oh, Tom, can I?
So I'm an adult, but
Yeah,
I don't fit into posh places.
especially
really-
around Christmas time with your Cookie Monster jumper.
I've realised that I fit into this weird area of working in central London, so I'm like on the cusp of bouginess. I'm on the cusp of being accepted into fancy places because that's all that's around you. But I'm not brought up in these bougie places.
Bougie
So
places.
I look like this. I look like a child
Mm.
at 23, not meant to be going to these fancy places. So I'm an adult, but I'm a child trying to wade my way into grown-up places.
I think we're all kind of just on the cusp of trying to be an adult, but not really knowing how to be an adult, and just it's a trial and error situation.
I don't know. I've met some very adult children.
What?
It sounds weird, and I don't know why I phrased it like that.
Yeah.
But I've met people who are like from a rich family,
Yeah.
and you know that they're already leagues above you
That's sad. Isn't it?
socially, economically, and just
I feel sorry for them, to be honest. Like, it's been a journey, and I wouldn't have had it any other way so far.
they don't know the struggles we've been through.
You have to learn. It's learned experiences. It makes you a more rounded person. There you go. The end.
I think filling my pockets with Skittles when I was little made me the rounder person.
Yeah, exactly that, Tom. Hold on to that.
God, I hate that kid for making me chubby.
No.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
It's all
But anyway,
experience.
Anya,
Anyway, Tom.
happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well, Tom.
I hope you got all the presents you wanted, and hope the gifts that you bought for everyone they enjoyed.
This episode's going out on Christmas Eve.
It is.
So how will I know if I...
Well, I hope you get all the nice presents. I'm not going to talk to you until next recording next week.
Oh, yes. I hope so as well, Tom.
So
really
I
do.
hoped everyone enjoyed it. Do you know what? Screw it. I hope they hated it. I hope they all looked at you in disgust and thought, why do you think I wanted this, Anya? I hate this. I hate you.
I've actually
Get out of my house for Christmas.
I've bought
Get
my
out.
mum something quite controversial for Christmas this year. I don't think she'll listen to this episode before Christmas.
Okay.
Is there an aeroplane? Hold up a second. There's a very loud aeroplane. Why are people still travelling? Don't you know we're in tier 4?
They're allowed to go
God!
home.
God!
If they have their test, they're allowed to go home.
Yeah, true. Okay, it's gone. So, this year, I bought my mum something quite controversial. And I'm going to test it out with you guys to see whether you think she's going to love it or hate it.
Can we guess what you got her?
I'll give you one guess.
A clarinet.
No, she doesn't. She's never done the clarinet.
That's why it's controversial.
She does the flute. Well,
Does she?
She did play the flute when she was younger. Yeah.
My sister played the flute.
Ah, see, things in common, you and I, sort of.
Is your mum my sister?
Absolutely not.
My sister your mum?
No. Okay, so this year I have bought my mum a new laundry basket.
Okay.
And I don't know whether she's going to be really pleased because the laundry basket we've got at the moment is actually falling apart, and my mum is obsessed with cleaning. She loves it. She can't get enough of it. Or whether she's going to look at this and be like, why are you buying me something that's a chore?
You
for
bought me chore work.
Christmas? And this technically is kind of stereotyping because I've bought her that for Christmas, yet she might argue it's a household item and why have I just bought it for her?
And you said you're going to hate the iron I bought you as well. This is awful.
I'm not really sure she's gonna like it, or she might love it. I don't know. I'll keep you updated.
I think it's a nice gift because now she doesn't have to buy it herself.
Right, it's a really nice one as well. It's not.
And I guess that's the point
one.
of Christmas is you get gifted something that you wouldn't normally buy.
Well, it is when you start being an adult, right? It's those like little bits. I feel like,
but then it's also something that she you know she's going to need. So you've just taken the step out of her going out of her way, buying it, bringing it back home. So it's a great gift, really.
I hope she likes it. I'll keep you updated. But I think that's the thing when you turn into an adult. It's like, especially when you're moving into a new house or just updating, your household items, you do get quite, what's the word I'm looking for? No, I can't find it. But I need to use it.
What? Where does it fit?
Like gifts, practical. You do get quite.
I think the word practical is the one you're looking for.
I think so as well. Practical gifts. When you're getting older, just because you actually do start to need to. You actually do need to start accumulating these items, you know. So
So
yeah.
at what age do you get gifted a laundry basket? Without being
I think
offensive to Mama
yes.
Pierce, at what age is that now a nice gift instead of a thanks? Well, it still might be a thanks, actually.
I don't know, if I moved
Mama
house,
Pierce might not have hit that age yet.
I've actually got my own laundry basket from when I was at university, so I don't need one. I think it's just when you need one.
You should have just gifted her that.
Yeah, but I use it. It's my laundry basket. She needs a new one for her and Dad, you see. Yeah.
So this is actually a present for the pair of them.
Well, no, it's a present for Mum. His dad doesn't do the washing.
Have you got your dad something different?
Yeah, and it's a fun
So
present.
you bought your
It's not practical.
you bought your mum something for housework that she uses for her and your father, and you got your dad something fun for him.
Correct. Yeah, I think I might have messed up. Shit.
I'm glad I'm not spending
sugar.
Christmas in the Pierce household.
Yeah, now you're saying it. And now we're in tier 4. All the shops have shut. I've got one day till Christmas. And do we reckon we're going to get her another present? I think not. I reckon she's
Make
gonna be
something
getting
from the heart.
a lot of hugs.
She won't want them. She won't
Probably
want
not.
them
Not
after you've
after
given her
that.
work.
Anyway, Tom, have you bought anything for anyone this year that you're a bit like, apart from the shortbread? You've already
No,
mentioned
she's
that.
going to love the expensive shortbread.
Yeah, true.
Well, she's going to say, oh, it's great. I love shortbread. And I go, yeah.
It's okay, it was going to happen. I'm still yet to knock mine over.
I told you it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But she'll love that. My sister. This is coming up in tomorrow's Urge to Splurge, so keep an eye out for that. My sister is impossible to shop for. Impossible to shop for. She just goes, I don't really need anything.
I hate
I
those
go,
people.
Yeah,
No
yeah. But
offense
give
to
me
your
like
sister.
I hate my sister. Just give me. She's your mum anyway. Just give me like a little inkling of what you want. What type of thing you'd like? Like, is it food you want? Is it a laundry basket you want? Do you want something that goes to work, or do you want
Yeah.
something practical? Do you want like an experience? Because, well, we don't really need anything. So I went, right, forget this. You're going to get something really inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
I was this close, so very close, to buying her a giant inflatable
You should have. Why would you
just
not?
just to fill a huge space
Just to
that
throw
then would
her
just
off.
be an inconvenience.
Yeah.
So she just goes. So now she'll go. Oh, I'll just buy you a present. I'll tell you, Tom, what to get me. So don't give me one of these stupid things again.
I think you should, and then you got a good excuse to go round to play on their bouncy castle.
Well, people told me not to.
Nah.
People told me don't waste your money, Tom. You should just give it to charity. So I got
Or-
a charity donation instead.
Aww.
Surprise! If you're listening to this, surprise!
That's
'Cause you're not getting it till
cute.
after Christmas.
You should have still been like a huge inconvenience, and like, I mean, you could still do this. Like, print out if you got like a certificate or an email that confirms your donation, and you know those videos of like people wrapping up really tiny things, but just
I hate those videos.
in those massive boxes.
Oh, I hate those videos. They put it in an iPhone case, inside a Gucci box, inside a Dior box. No!
You should do that for your
No.
sister though. That'll teach her a lesson.
That's so much work for me, though.
True. From somebody who, by the
So
way,
much
guys,
work for me.
Tom messaged me before this episode saying that he might be late because he's buying Christmas wrapping paper, and it made me slightly concerned for all of his close friends and family who's buying presents for that he's only just wrapping them up.
It's not that. Well, it is that. But
It is that.
I had wrapping paper, as you can see from just behind me.
Yeah,
I have wrapped some presents,
cute. Yeah, I can see them.
but then I ran out of wrapping paper because I suck at wrapping.
Oh.
I use so much wrapping paper per parcel, per present, to pick up a penguin.
Good.
Every time I just use so much wrapping paper
Yeah.
on one present that I just have to keep buying and buying.
I think that's a boy thing. Why can't boys wrap? Oh,
Do you want to hear me rap?
not that kind of rap. I know where you're going to go with this.
Yeah,
don't
I wouldn't want
hear
to hear
you
me rap either. However, I have done another thing that you're going to be disappointed in.
What?
So, ages and ages and ages ago, for my I'm an Adult But, I bought a candle
Yeah.
in the shape of a brick.
Yeah, I remember.
and it was the wrong size because I thought it was going to be brick size. It was actually super small,
Yeah.
and I spent £25 on it.
Yeah.
Well, I then bought a second one
Why?
because I actually really like the design and everything. And I've now got the third.
It's
I've got the
good
I've got-
size.
I've got the hot. Well, it's a bar of soap size. It's not like a proper brick size.
Yeah.
But I've now got the whole trilogy of the candles.
Wow.
After slagging them off, so I feel like I owe the Tune Squad an apology and say
Yeah, you should.
these brick candles are pretty sick.
Well, there you go. Do you ever light them or not really?
Yes,
Yes.
they smell
okay.
great.
Good. I don't really like people that
Don't
buy
really like people.
candles and then don't light them. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like I know it's aesthetic,
Decorative piece.
but it's a candle. If you didn't want a candle,
Don't get a
then
candle.
don't get a candle. Get something that's decorative but is not in candle form. You know, not wax. Something that isn't meant for melting.
One of those electric ones that you turn upside down and pretend to blow out.
Oh, they're just as annoying. Not really sure.
You're not a fan of those?
No, I feel like I'm a candle connoisseur, and I don't really. I've got
Bit of a candle snob.
Yeah, but I am a bit of a candle snob, and I just have pet peeves with people and candles. So yeah, don't get me started. That's a whole other episode in itself.
Candles. Or
Candles.
pet peeves. Maybe pet peeves.
Pet peeves. Maybe we should do a pet peeve episode. That'll be
No,
fun.
'cause my pet peeve is you eating right into the microphone. I don't understand why mukbangs are so popular.
Okay,
I don't get it.
We need to save this for another episode. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, after New Year's. Anyway,
Mukbangs are the worst.
I want to change the subject. Tom, how have you been getting into the festivities? Do you feel Christmassy this year? Because I feel like this year is like, I mean, apart from your Cookie Monster.
That's what
Santa
makes
jumper.
Christmas for me. I wear
The jumpers.
these, and then it goes, wow, it is very nearly Christmas.
It is. It's one day away, which is crazy. I don't know if I feel the most Christmassy this year. Last year I was even less Christmassy just because I was in a hot country for Christmas, which if
That
you're in a
makes
hot
sense.
country this year, I don't know, it's not bad, it's just different, it's just not my usual like nostalgic Christmas. So it feels better to be in the UK and in a country that's cold, but it's very strange to feel wholly Christmas this year, as in
Holy.
like as a whole I feel sentimentally Christmassy. I don't, because the whole world right now is kind of a bit up in the air, you know, with Mr. C. We're not going to mention his name, and I don't mean Mr. Christ or Mr. Crimbo, the other one, the nasty
You've now called it a
one.
mister, though. That's really weird.
I was calling it Miss Rona. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Miss Rona.
Yes,
Remember?
so why did you change to now Mr. C?
I don't know. It doesn't have a gender. Them. They. It. There we
I
go.
don't think
We'll
you
just
say
call
it.
it. But for the sake of naming COVID is definitely an it.
I call it the Roan.
The Roan. Anyway, with Roan about, it's weird this year feeling Christmassy. So what have you been doing, Tom, to get yourself into the Christmas spirit?
So for me to feel Christmassy, I like to buy presents. Presents is a large feature of Christmas because for me, because I'm such a great guy, for me, Christmas is all about giving. And so when I start buying the presents that I know people are going to enjoy and they're going to unwrap, they go, Tom, I've always wanted an ironing board so I can do the ironing. I go, Anya gave me the advice. So I got you an ironing board, Mum. Enjoy it. So that's the type of thing. I once I start buying the gifts, I get more and more excited to give the gifts.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So once I bought that first gift, I'm like, I've done it, guys. Starting to feel Christmassy. So the countdown's not really for the Christmas meal or my presents. It's for me giving the presents and going, yeah, that's right. I won Christmas. Me.
I was about
Tom.
to say, this is just such a sweet, sentimental comment from Tom, and then you just ruined it. By
Absolutely not. I want to
It's
win
for
Christmas.
the limelight.
I want people to go, hey, we got to do better next year. Tom absolutely smoked us with those Christmas presents last year. I go,
Yeah. Do you know what?
Champion.
I actually do understand where you're coming from, because one year I bought my mum and dad new dressing gowns, you know, like the really soft one from M&S. And every single year they bring it up, like, those dressing gowns are such a good present. I'm like,
And you go, Mum, wait till this Christmas. You're going to love this.
you're gonna love this.
She's going to go,
All the washing.
it's going to be like that video of the boy with the avocado. She's going to unwrap this basket and go, A laundry basket. Thanks.
Actually is.
It's
Oh,
exactly going to be
what
that.
have I done? I actually thought it was such a good idea at the time, but now I'm really second guessing myself.
You might have to run to the shops tomorrow.
But this is all, a part of the Christmas times, because for me, what I love about Christmas is that it isn't perfect. You watch these Christmas films, like especially the old like classics, and they're all perfect and pristine and lovely and heartwarming, and then you come to my house and Christmas is just like manic and not perfect, and everyone's rushing around.
Well, most of Christmas is spent in the kitchen cooking this big dinner.
Yes, but I love that as well. I love getting stuck in and it just being messy and fun and just going with the flow, and just everyone's a bit tipsy and something gets smashed and we all laugh, and it's just great,
And then you go, Mum wants a new measuring jug for Christmas next year.
Noted.
Okay. Getting easier and easier every year.
Yeah. What Tom, how did your Christmas play out? Like, what's your Christmas schedule? Because I think everyone's got a different Christmas routine and the way that they go about their daily festivities on Xmas.
So Christmas starts, it used to start with my sister waking me up around 8, 9ish.
Mm-hmm.
She's an early bird rather than a night owl.
Yes, that is correct.
Morning lark. I knew one of them was a lark and not bird. So she wakes up early and I wake up at about 11. So she doesn't want to wait till 11 to wake up and do presents.
Oh no.
She wants to wake up at 8 and do presents.
Yeah.
So she'll slam on my door about 9. She's older than me. Is the other thing to take into account. It's not like it's a cute little 7-year-old going, I want to do presents. No, it's just a 28-year-old going, Tom, I want to do presents. I'm like, oh. So then we get up, we do presents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm half asleep. Thank you. I've always wanted this. Thank you. And then we do presents. And you started to wake up now. And traditionally, I make breakfast pancakes.
Oh, that's cute.
With bacon and maple syrup, like they're supposed to.
Mm-mm.
We also have some berries.
Nice.
Because healthy.
Cute. Is this like an every year thing, like pancakes with bacon and berries?
Yes.
Cute. I love how everyone's got all their little niches and
then
traditions.
Whilst the washing up starts, so does the Christmas dinner planning and stuff. We throw away all that wrapping paper that we've wasted on presents. And then we kind of like mill around, have showers, start our days. And then pretty much sit around watching Christmas movies, have dinner, then watch whatever the Christmas special is that the BBC's churning out.
Mm-hmm.
We go for a walk outside.
I like that. That's good.
Because it's a day of sitting inside, and we're like, we should probably do some form of exercise, leave the house, get some fresh air. So we go for a little wander just around like the local area.
Especially after all that consumption of food. I feel like I have to move, otherwise I literally will turn into a little Christmas pudding myself.
Exactly. Then we come home, just pick at the leftovers, just keep returning to the table in the fridge and the oven and going, maybe one more. And then we pretty much just disperse and call it Christmas.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'd say my day's pretty similar to that. Waking up. My mum is, like I said, she's very particular about cleaning and organising and get everything prepared. So she wants to wake up.
But you know what she needs for Christmas.
Exactly. I've got her prepared, don't you worry, Mama Pierce. This year, she wants to wake up at 8 a.m. to do presents. That was my reaction. I was like, really? You can't push it till 10? And she was like,
till 10?
No, 8. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because what she wants to do, and by the way, she's waking up to do a Joe Wicks workout in the morning before we do even presents, which I just...
Is there going to be one on Christmas Day?
Well, she has his plan, so she can just...
Don't work out on Christmas Day.
Yeah, she's going to work out on Christmas Day.
Don't work out on Christmas Day.
She loves it. It's not a chore for her. She enjoys doing it and would not want to miss one. So, yeah, weird. Anyway, she's going to work out. We're going to wake up. We do stockings and Christmas presents. And then for our Christmas breakfast, I don't have this part of it, but my parents have smoked salmon. I don't like smoked salmon, so I don't have that. And scrambled eggs and toast and bacon and beans. And we also start the day with Prosecco and orange juice because it's Christmas. So not for
Can't
you.
start my
Not
day
for
with
you.
alcohol. I've
Um,
tried in the past and it's just never ended well.
yeah, and then like you do, cook the lunch, play some board games, then you don't want to do board games? No board games for you?
Not a big board game fan.
What about card games?
Yeah, card
Yeah.
games are okay.
So I'll do that. And then, yeah, watch something on the telly, really. Like, whatever your BBC's churning out. And maybe go for a walk. Depends. It depends. But, yeah, that's my Christmas day. Pretty standard. Pretty standard. But I've got here some weird traditions that...
Are they weird or are they traditional traditions for different countries that we now think of weird?
I think they're traditional traditions, but and I'm assuming other people think they're weird because
So just because they're not in a westernised bubble, Anya,
they aren't
it's
westernised. I've never heard of them before, so I thought they were interesting and strange. So Portugal, they during Consoda or Consada, the traditional Christmas feast in Portugal, families sometimes set extra places at the dining table for deceased relatives. It's thought that the practice will ensure good fortunes for the household. And for me, I kind of think, okay, this is creepy, but then also it's kind of nice, no, like to, I don't know, set a place for like your loved
Do they
one
then
that's not
clean
there at
the
Christmas.
plates and cutlery after it's been...
I think so. What?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that.
I thought you frozen. I think.
I thought they might then just put it away.
What do you mean put it away?
So, let's say you've got a plate on the table that doesn't get used. Would you wash that plate or would you then put that plate in the cupboard? Because it's not had anything on it. It's clean.
Well, it says here that some Portuguese families put some food or like crumbs.
So they still serve the food?
Some of them do, yeah. Like as if somebody sat there. But I think it's kind of nice if you have had a relative
if it's a
that's
recently
passed away. I think that's kind of sweet. I hope they.
I think it's sweet.
The whole bad luck and like if you don't do it brings you bad fortune is a bit sketchy. But I think it's sweet. Like if somebody has just passed away and you know, it's just nice to set a place for them. That's why
I'm poor because I haven't set up placemats
for your relatives. Anyway, this one comes from Ukraine. So, in addition to the standard tinsel, fairy lights, and baubles, Ukrainians like to throw an artificial spider and web on the tree as well. The tradition has its origins in an old tale of a poor woman who couldn't afford to decorate her tree and woke up on Christmas morning to discover a spider had covered it in a glorious sparkling web. It's for good luck and is not about poor housekeeping. I'm not sure about you. I know this story is very sweet in the fact that it's glamorizing spider webs, but if a spider crept into my house on Christmas Eve and decorated my tree in spider webs, I think I'd be a little bit horrified. I don't think I would be like, oh my god,
you say,
it's
spider, this is not your tree, or what the F are you doing?
Literally, like, did you spend £50 on this tree? I think not.
Imagine someone breaks into your house, decorates your tree, and then leaves. I'd be livid.
I would actually be livid. You know, the whole point about the tree is that you decorate it. But I guess the story is the fact that she didn't have the money to decorate it, so she was.
Whilst we're talking
thankful.
about decorations. I imagine at school you made Christmas decorations.
Probably at some point.
Okay. So from your answer, I'm guessing you don't still have them.
No.
Okay.
Why?
So over the years, my sister and I at school, so like, you know when they just give you nonsense work to do towards the end of the term, because it's like, year 4 will paint us.
Literally at 14 years old, they just stuck on a movie and we were like, great, it's Christmas.
But before then, we wouldn't watch movies. We'd like make things, like we'd make a star for the tree, or make your own tree decorations. Did you just not do this?
Yeah, I do remember doing that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, but none
So-
of that stuff exists anymore in my household.
So my mum still likes them. She doesn't like to throw away things that we've made.
That's cute.
But now we've got these absolutely dog Christmas tree decorations. Because
Oh, don't be
4-year-old
so
Tom
mean.
thought, you know what, if we had an a stuffed elephant and put sparklies on it and some string on it, it'll look great. So it looks awful. There's just no design. There's no like element of thought process going through it.
You don't
But-
know.
But a child going, I got some glue. There's some things on that table. Slap, slap, slap. Awful. But my mum still puts on the front of the tree. So if anyone ever walks in, they go, your tree has an absolutely idiot's decoration on them.
Oh, Tom, I am sorry to hear that.
So
I'm
I don't
sure
know why
it's
she doesn't
cute,
A, throw
really.
it away, or B, put it on the back of the tree.
Maybe you just need to move it around. Just creep it around. Just keep moving it
My-
branch to
my
branch
mum-
until it's at the back.
I think my mum would notice that because I don't think she's very stupid.
Maybe she just likes to think about little Tom.
I think she...
That was your fault, not my fault. You
I
made
think
that
that's probably
weird.
it. I think it probably is. I think she probably does go, when my child was little, when he was still a little bubba,
Exactly.
he did this.
I don't
and
think
I'm
that's
very
a weird
proud of him.
tradition. I think that's a cute tradition. Do you want to know another weird tradition though? From Venezuela.
Big fan of Venezuela.
So in the week leading up to Christmas, Venezuelans, I think that's how you pronounce it,
Mhm.
attend a daily church service called Missa de Aguinaldo. Don't you just love it when Anya can't pronounce things?
I'm glad you
Basically,
prepared.
It's early morning mass, and
Yeah.
in the capital, it is customary to travel to the church service on roller skates. Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't know. It
Can you
doesn't
roller
say-
skate?
I can just about, but on the four
Roller
wheels,
s-
not on the straight wheels. You know, I
Not
need,
on the
like-
blades?
Not on the blades. No, no, no.
So that's
no.
why they said roller skate.
Oh, sorry. I can roll a
But,
blade.
I can roll a blade.
Wait,
oh.
no, I'm getting confused.
You can't do the blade, you can do the wheels.
The wheels. What's the difference between roller skating and roller blading?
One is the wheels in a line.
Which one's which?
Blading is on a line.
Yeah,
Skating has the 4 wheels.
I can roller skate. Yeah.
It's like one's like ice skating,
Ah.
which doesn't make sense why
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
that would be called ice blading.
Yeah, I said but actually it doesn't make sense.
Stupid.
Doesn't make sense. God.
I could get on board though with that. I could roller skate
yeah.
to church.
I think, do you know what, that would actually make the idea of going to church more fun for me. Other than, I don't know, for me church.
Other than cleansing your sins.
Yeah, other than cleansing my sins and thinking about all of the sinful things I've eaten, like half a tub of quality streets.
And your mum.
And just close my mum afterwards. Anyway, Tom, this is
Yes.
the last bit of this episode, and I really would like to share these with you before we have to go because they are very, very funny, and some of them did make me
How
laugh.
funny.
I just thought they were very, very amusing. They made me
Okay.
smile, so I hope they
Okay.
make you smile, Tom, and I hope everyone
Bet
that's
they don't.
listening, these Christmas stories that we got in from our listeners make you smile too. So we asked you guys on our Instagram at We Are Audiobox if you had any festive stories from around the Christmas period in your past Christmas experiences that you wanted to share, whether they were funny, scary, creepy, awkward, heartwarming, just anything really. And we got some good ones. So this one starts off. I was flying home on the 23rd a few years back. I was only gone for a few days, mind you. Anyway, had some lady scream and come up and hug me, and a bunch of people run towards me as I was coming out of the gate. And I was like, hang on a second, what the heck is going on there? In their hysteria, they failed to realise I wasn't who they thought I was. The one who comes to hug me goes bright red and gets a bit angry when she realises and looks at me, almost waiting for an apology. I just walk along and tell them that I'll see them next year. That was quite funny. See you next year, gang. Thanks for the hug.
Imagine. Like, I've been waved at by accident, and I've waved at someone by accident.
Yeah.
I'm always a bit hesitant to surprise someone with a hug or, like, human touch. Just on the off chance.
I mean, I think I probably speak for a lot of people. I don't know if you've ever done this, Tom, but the worst thing is when you go in for a hug and the other person goes in for a handshake, or you go in for one kiss on the cheek and they go in for two, and it's that awkward like, okay, yeah, hi.
We've spoke about this in the past. It's guy handshakes. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, very strange.
Are we bringing it in? We just handshaking like adults? Are we doing the clap thing?
Yeah.
Are we dabbing up?
See, I'm glad I'm not a guy. I don't know. I don't really like that.
I don't know how to shake people's hands.
This is why Rona kind of comes in handy when it's just like, we all know it's just an elbow tap nowadays, isn't it?
I hate the elbow tap. I hate it. I hate it.
At least we all know what we're doing now.
Just don't do this. Never just approach me with your elbow out. I'm not going to instinctively go, put my elbow out. I hate it.
So funny. Anyway.
Just say hi. Why do people need human interaction to say hi?
I don't know, Tom.
And goodbye.
And Merry Christmas.
Just say it.
Yeah, this is true. Anyway, next story, Tom. This one goes, my nana gets me and my cousins advent calendars each year. Do you have an advent calendar, Tom?
I don't, but my sister this year built her own.
Oh, that's very cool.
Her and her boyfriend have like built wooden ones.
What do they put in them? Do they like custom?
I don't know. Probably chocolates.
Find out for next year. Let us know on the Christmas episode. So one year she forgot to give us our calendars on the 1st of December, so gave them to us on the 24th, as all my family was round the night before Christmas.
Did she eat the 24 chocolates?
It goes on. At 12 a.m, my mum was filling the stockings downstairs, like my mum. She heard a rustling behind the sofa as she was doing so. It turns out it was my cousin.
Nana kissing Santa.
Nah, it wasn't as exciting. It was her cousin. He had eaten 4 whole advent calendars to himself, and she's written here that's about 94 squares of advent chocolate. He spent the rest of the night bawling his eyes out because he was scared Santa would make a last minute decision and put him on the naughty list.
When I was little one year, this is a similar story but not quite the same. When I was little one year, my mum bought me an advent calendar, and I thought to myself, now Tom, if you don't eat any of these chocolates, you got 25 on Christmas morning, right?
Right, maths,
so
Tom.
That's what I did.
Quick maths.
I didn't have a single chocolate until Christmas morning.
Aww.
Christmas morning, I go, oh no, I eat all of them. And I throw up in pretty much 20 minutes after.
Did you? Mm-hmm. After that much chocolate? How old was you? How old were you?
Must have been about 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's a lot of chocolate for a 5-year-old.
A lot of sugar, a lot of chocolate, especially when you're excited for presents anyway.
Aww.
So all of you just bubbly, you're jumping around, you're excited, you just scoffed so much chocolate that you're about to have a fit. And then I threw up and I was like, ah.
That's like the cutest but also the grossest Christmas story ever.
People say that about me a lot. They go, he's the cutest, grossest thing I know.
It's quite fitting, isn't it? That should happen.
It's very
to you
fitting.
Then. Yeah. I'm glad we know that about you, Tom. Thanks for sharing.
And then later in life, I threw up every Christmas morning because of drinking.
It's naughty.
That's an old tradition that I can't do this year.
Well, you can do it just in the company of your own family, and once
it's
you
not
get
the same.
Back
The tradition is me and my 2 best friends. We go to the pub from about 8 till about 1.
Yeah.
And we buy each other drinks that we wouldn't normally drink. So we go, what's the silliest drink?
It's on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Aww.
And we drink all of this alcohol, and it always turns into buying Tom wine because he knows he can't handle it. And then I throw up on Christmas morning at about 5, 6 in the morning. And then 3 hours later, I get a knock on my door saying, Tom, we're doing presents. I go, oh, I got the presents.
Why would you do that to yourself? That just ruins Christmas.
It's a nice tradition to do with some friends where we started it when we were 18, where we were allowed to legally go to the pub for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
For Christmas Eve, sorry. And then every year we just carried on.
Yeah.
And now it feels bad this year to not be doing it.
I get that. I do understand breaking traditions quite heartbreaking. Yes. However, I do understand the tradition of going to the pub with your mates, but for me, I'd be gutted if I had the hangover from hell on Christmas. Like being able to...
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but
you're not doing anything and you're eating food.
Yeah, but for me, hangovers, bad hangovers for me means I feel so sick, like nausea. I'm just
Well, for me,
bedridden.
for hangovers, I throw up. And then I'm fine.
So you're lucky.
I'm just a little bit tired.
For me, that would literally bedbound me and I would feel awful. I'd literally be sick. I'd be giving myself the virus, but not that virus. Just bedbound.
What virus would you get?
Rona.
It's you said not Rona, the other one.
The
other
hangover
virus.
The monster.
Gross.
So
Anyway.
Tom, this is my last Christmas story from our lovely listeners. So he says, one year, Dad had an eager hand with the brandy over the Christmas pud, and as he lit the pud, the tablecloth lit as well, and spread it like wildfire around all of the dishes and drinks. All of the guests in the dining room stood up at once, knocking over a lot of crockery. It was absolute chaos, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I would have it a different way. I'd have it not burnt down house way, you know?
Oh, I don't think a house burnt down, to be fair.
But I think
it's
a
not
lot.
stated, but
I think a fire like that would just stress me out on Christmas Day. I don't want that.
great story though. Great story.
It's a
And
cracking story.
I think it's like the epitome of Christmas, isn't it? Where things like that happen, and I hope that they continue to happen because
My
what
mum would be
makes
livid
Christmas...
if something happened. She likes it to go to plan, nice,
Yeah.
got to look good for a photo.
But it's all
Fire burnt houses isn't good for photos.
no. But the little mishaps, I just think, make Christmas authentic and nostalgic and funny and memorable, and I just love it for that. So I hope all of you guys listening have a very Merry Christmas wherever you are in the world, whether you're with family, friends, your housemates this year because you can't get home to your family, or if you're on your lonesome, then I hope that this podcast gave you a little bit of company. We're happy to be here for you.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, guys.
Look after yourself.
Yeah. just
Remember,
have a
there are
good time.
always people out there to listen to you, always people to talk to,
Yeah.
especially around this Christmas period. It's very stressful, but it's very nice if you can spend it with the people that you love.
Yeah, treat yourself. You know, eat all that chocolate, all that good stuff. Give yourself a pat on the back for being an absolute superstar this year. Nearly there, Tom. Literally like
Listen to the other 4.5 series of Wild and Today before you're adult.
Yeah, that might cheer you up a little bit if
That
you're
gives
not
you-
feeling Christmassy.
That gives you
yet.
about a solid day's worth of content right there.
Exactly. More than
Just about.
just nearly 2 days worth of content there.
Is it?
We've got like 40
40 episodes
hours.
divided.
We've got more than 40 episodes now. I think we've got like 50 episodes. I think. Could this be our 50th episode?
I don't think it is.
I think it. Shall I look?
Yeah.
It's worth looking, right? Because we are close to our 50th episode.
I don't think we are that close to our 50th.
Yeah, because this is season 5. And we did 2 bonus episodes. And this, I think, might be
And
episode
an introduction.
8. Have we gone past our 50th episode and not realised? I'm going to be
Probably.
absolutely fuming. Oh, how do you... I'm going to have to go through and count them.
Does it not just say how many you've got on Spreaker?
That's what I'm on. Oh my god! Our 50th episode was yesterday. Not yesterday.
Was last week.
Last week's.
But would that have included the bonuses and whatnot?
Yeah.
That's not a proper episode then, is it?
Our proper 50th anniversary episode, not anniversary, will be not next episode, not the episode.
2 episodes time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay, I can't remember where we were. We just think about. Do you want
Yeah, so I think it would be a full day, because if let's say we've got 50 episodes, then divide that by 2, because they're only 30 minutes.
Oh right, yeah.
Now I've got 25 hours, so you're right, you've got more than a day, but if you start early enough, you can fill your whole day with Wild and Today before you're adult. Thank you very much, Tune Squadders, for listening to yet another episode.
Thanks,
That was
kids.
great. We gave you great Christmas cheer. We gave you great Christmas gear. Gave you great Christmas cheer. Have a lovely day. Remember to check us out on our socials at We Are Audiobox on both Instagram and Twitter. check us out on the old YouTubes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Audio Box there. Search for that. Hopefully we come up. But have a great Christmas, Tune Squadders. Anya, have a great Christmas.
Oh, you were telling me to.
All right.
Have a great Christmas.
No, do you know what, Anya? You wrap it up. You go. I'll just sit back.
Merry
Ah!
Christmas, kids! Have a very Merry Christmas to you all. Tom, have a Merry Christmas.
Well, I was trying to say have a nice. I was trying to be nice for once, and it got ruined. Anya, have a nice Christmas.
Thanks.
If you want to give us a Christmas present, tell a friend about us.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were actually going to ask them for a present then. I was like,
Yeah, send
"Oh,
it to me. Send it to me.
We're not that beggish, but yeah, if you're going to do something nice for us this year, please, we'd love you to share this podcast to 2 friends. Literally, drop this podcast right now. Drop it like it's hot in your friends'
So lame.
WhatsApp group.
Oh, you're so lame.
Drop it like it's. I'm not cool enough to be this person. Drop it in your friends' WhatsApp group chat now. And tell them that you love it. Tell them that it cheers you up. If they're on their own this Christmas, let them know about it. And hopefully, that'll just be a nice sort of cheery present for them. And for us as
And
well.
us.
Exactly. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say.
They do say that.
They do say that.
They do. Anyway, have a lovely... I don't know why I said it like that. Have a lovely Christmas. Eat way too much. Drink way too much. Have a great time with family and friends. And we'll see you next week for another great episode.
Bye, kids!
Bye-bye.